February 23rd, 2012 at 7:40 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I wanted to talk to you about yesterday's storm. I've got the NextSat loop. We're up here back at the NextSat website, and I've got the loop playing from yesterday. It goes from 1800 UTC on January 22nd through 8:30 on January 23rd. And there's a couple interesting things happening. First of all, I wanted to show you the terminator line going through, and I want you to watch right here in the mountains. See, there's nothing happening here, and as soon as that line passes, actually as soon as the front of it hits it, that's this dark line that's going to come through again, you'll see that this rises up. See, here it comes, and there it goes right there. See that? And then also, this is that long snake cloud. Actually looks like two here. It starts over in here down in Texas. See, and it becomes, I'll have to get my cursor out of the way here in a minute, but it becomes a system here, and then it breaks. Another one adds to it coming out of Louisiana here, it looks like. Now that flares up a little bit after the termination line goes through. Terminator line, I keep getting that wrong. And I found something interesting, and that is, I'm going to make a video here, hopefully, Lord willing, that shows you how to use this NextSat, because it's not the easiest thing to use, but it's pretty neat, the things it'll do. But I'm going to pause it here and go back to, let's see, 23rd at 101. We're going, if you move your little hand across this, you can, it's kind of neat because you can go backward and forward, like looking at this place in Utah with the little cloud. You know, I can look at it by going back and forth. You can see that it just rises up right when that gets there. The trick is keeping the fingers on the slider, though. Anyway, going to the 23rd at 101, and you can hardly see it. And I'll zoom in here, but we're getting those HAARP rings again, although this one's huge. It goes, now I can barely see it in here, but it goes, here's the tighter end of it, following my cursor down. And then the rings go in concentric circles, of course, out, and then they intersect with this littler one over here. And let me zoom in. I'm going to zoom way in. See, I'm not sure where this is in the Pacific Ocean, but you can see it there. And it's always just ahead of the, well, this time and last time both, it was just ahead of the terminator line. It looks, oh, here's one here too. See? Actually, this one looks squished. Maybe it's just because the other one's intersecting it, but see, it kind of looks elongated here. And then the bigger one's down in here. And also I found it interesting, these little white dots are airplanes. And it just seems like there's a whole bunch of them flying around here. I'm going to go ahead and hit go. You got to slide it back up and then hit go. Then go back here and slide it back down. Actually, your arrow keys worked also. But look at all those airplanes. And see, you've got clouds. There goes the flash. And then you get all these chemtrails, because you're getting X's and stuff in the clouds. The red is low-lying clouds. Little white airplanes flying around. Maybe there's just that many that fly there generally. I don't know. I don't know if they're laying down chemtrails or if they're just flying from LA to somewhere. Let's go up a little ways and see if there's as many. There are also black dots. And I'm not totally clear as to why some are black and some are white, but and there goes the Terminator cloud, and there was the flash. And we're still getting quite a few airplanes. LA is where, well, this big yellow area, I assume. So, and up here I'll show you, it says pink and red. Well, it's not going to do it till it switches over to night, is low cloud detection. So that's what we were looking at, is lower clouds that they were laying these chemtrails down. See these squiggles and stuff. And it looks like there was some before the frequency ring also. And then also I wanted to show you that big long snake system that shows up here. Let's go look at when it explodes. It just did. Well, let me bear with me here. I gotta get things to the right place so I can get them. So see right in here, and it seems to be right at the corner of Texas and Louisiana and Oklahoma and Arkansas here that it rises up. And it's about, the time's right here. Well, I guess it's about 101, and that's when this HAARP ring shows up. But I don't think the center of that circle would be there. It seems like it would be more in Mexico here. It's so big it's hard to tell. But going over to College of DuPage, I just missed the 101 mark. Well, actually, I think this is just in 1545. Yeah, it goes from 115 to 145. And so we're looking at January 23rd at 115. So this is right after that frequency. And right here is Louisiana, Texas, where this is going to rise up. And I'm going to go ahead and go forward a few frames. You can see there's a little white thing that just kicks up right here, and we'll zoom here in a minute. But right here we get a white frequency, or a white, what I call satellite ring, that shows up, and it's headed right where, you know, that frequency ring was here. It's like centered. It's hitting dead center. Well, aiming for dead center of that anyway. And then what's really interesting is in the next frame at 5:15 we get a black one coming from the east, and it stops here. So the other one stopped about right here, and this one stops about right here. And then after that, after those two, this really rises up. Well, and there was one up here north too, and that looks like one of those cutout things. Well, no, it's way down deep into Alaska. So I'm going to go ahead and let this play through. So it's January 23rd going through, well, the 24th at 0045. So starting right after, at 1:15 on January 22nd. See how it, I'm going to zoom in here. Got cutouts everywhere. Well, yeah, I got to hit the button right. I don't know if we're going to be able to see both of them. There was the white one. It's one ring and then two, or one snake, and then the second snake starts up. Trying to get that black ring showing too. There it was. I'm going to have to see if my mouse will work through it. Oh no, I didn't want to zoom in more. Going backwards. We lost our time. Yeah, this isn't working out very well. So anyway, hopefully you were able to see what I was trying to show there. And there you have it. God bless you. Have a good evening.